Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to log foods. Okay, so this is the most basic tracking skill, but there is quite a bit to know about how to enter foods properly. I'm going to be talking about common tracking mistakes and things like that as well. So you're going to want to hit the plus sign at the bottom and go add food, and then you're going to search for the food that you want. Let's just say I'm going to track something very simple. Maybe yogurt and fruit or something. So we're going to look for yogurt. And see now, right now, do you see the tabs here that say all, favorites, and custom? I'm under custom because this is where I was last, which this is only like my custom meals and my custom recipes. We don't want to be looking for this right now. We want to be looking, we could look under favorites because I have my favorite yogurts saved in this section, or we could go into all. I'm going to stay in favorites, and let's say we want the Kirkland signature non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and we wanted 150 grams of it. See how the serving size here, if you hit the drop down menu, I can track this in grams, ounces, or cups. You never want to track things in cups unless the exception is things like lettuce, cucumber, tomato. I really don't care. These are basically almost calorie free. Or if you are at a restaurant and you are guesstimating the quantity for something, let's say you're estimating the quantity of rice that was on your plate. If you find it easier to estimate using the cup measurement, then you use that. Outside of that, when you track at home and you're using a scale for absolutely everything except for lettuce, tomato, cucumber, then we definitely want to hit grams. That's always going to be the default unit of measure that we choose. Okay, so we're choosing 150 grams of Greek yogurt, add to diary, and then we could continue like that and add other ingredients. Let's say I want peanut butter, unsalted, just natural peanut butter. Perfect. Most people would naturally just go to the 1 tablespoon. We do not track nut butters in tablespoon. Once again, just reinforcing this point that I've just made. We want to make sure that we're tracking absolutely everything, particularly these calorie dense foods, in grams. Okay. I don't care if you had 16 grams exactly. I don't want to see a tablespoon of peanut butter in your diary. Okay, so even if it is exactly 16 grams, go under grams and track it as 16 grams. What's another good example? Protein powder is another good example. So protein, see, I have my favorite protein powder here. I really like this brand here because I can find it on Costco or on Amazon. So vanilla lean fit protein. It's set to a scoop. Once again, I always measure my protein powder. So we're going to hit grams. And sometimes it's a little bit more than the scoop and it ends up being 35 grams, right? So we're just going to enter the amount of grams. Boom, it's logged. Okay, so let's just say that was my breakfast. Obviously, that would not be my breakfast. Normally, I would add fruit, but you get the idea, right? So let's just say we're going to lunch and we want to add cooked chicken breasts. Okay, so we're going to look for chicken and see how there's different entries here. And we're under my favorites. If we go back to all, there's going to be a ton of different entries. Now, this is where we want to be as precise as possible. And this is particularly true with meat because it makes a difference whether it's a breast or a leg or ground or a thigh or drumstick, or if it has the skin or if the skin is removed, and also if it is raw versus cooked. So you want to make sure that you choose the entry that is as accurate as possible. So let's just say that we're weighing boneless, skinless chicken breast and it's cooked because we're just putting it on our bowl and we're about to eat it. Here it is, the first one, chicken breast, skinless, cooked. Perfect. Let's say it's 100 grams. Cool. Same thing with, let's just say potatoes, because I love potatoes. So see how the first one here is baked, flesh and skin without salt. Like we don't want oil or salt. We're going to track that separately. And then we have boiled. Boiled is going to be different because there's going to be water weight included in it, okay? And then raw, also different. All of these measurements are very, very different. So we want to make sure that we choose the one that is most appropriate based on what we're eating. So this one is going to be baked, and let's say we're having 200 grams. Perfect. By the way, see how many calories potatoes have? They're like the goat of high volume. That's not very many calories, y'all, and it's a lot of potatoes. Okay, so that's a really good example of common tracking mistakes and how to track things. I think that's about it for right now. If you have any questions regarding how to track food properly that you don't see in this video, please ask them in the chat.